the Wyatt Historic House in Summerside, Prince Edward Island. During the Halloween season, our spirits might be a little more active than usual. Now, we claim only spirits here, not ghosts. There is a difference. One of our spirits is Great Aunt Jessie. This portrait of her was painted about 1860 by a young man who will go on to become Prince Edward Island's most famous portrait painter, Robert Harris. The reason they have dated the painting to 1860 is because of the darkness of the colors and the lack of detail in her lace collar. They say when he came back from his formal training in Boston and in Europe, you would have seen every stitch. Now, Great Aunt Jessie has hung in this hallway for many, many years, and the staff here has learned not to make any derogatory remarks about Great Aunt Jessie, and I will show you why. I'm standing on the landing of the Wyatt House. Behind me is a beautiful long case clock that was brought over from Scotland to Canada before the siege of the Plains of Abraham and was purchased by the Wyatt family approximately around 1910. Also here at the landing is the stairs to the attic, and they're very steep, so we don't take visitors up. Now, a number of years ago, on her last day of working with us, a summer student was touring family members and felt free to make some rather derogatory remarks about Great Aunt Jessie. When she took her family up to the upper chamber, she had them standing right in the hallway looking back at her, and she stood right at the top edge of the upper floor. Suddenly, the attic door flew off, and instead of coming forward and hitting the long case clock as would be expected to happen, the door instead flew sideways, just missed striking her on the back of the head, and marked the staircase and the first step before falling to the ground. But what's unusual about that is that when the carpenter came to repair the door, the bottom hinge was totally shattered, and you'll be able to see that we couldn't find a match to replace it. But the pin in the upper hinge was still in place. So even if the hinge had broken at the bottom, the door should have stayed in place. And with gravity, the door should have fallen forward and hit the long case clock, not gone over towards the stairs. So we think it was a message from Great Aunt Jessie saying to be respectful about her looks. Nobody ever says negative things about Great Aunt Jessie. Another experience that happens right here at the top of the stairs is many of the guides, myself including, find it very difficult to breathe at this point. It's almost like there's a weight on our chest. A medium visiting the house said there's a woman stands at the top of the stairs not wanting people to come up because in the Victorian days you did not show the upper chamber to people unless they were actually staying in the house. So she probably feels this is an invasion of her privacy. So if you have a chance to visit the Wyatt House in historic Summerside, Prince Edward Island, we will welcome you, and hopefully the spirits will have just a little bit of fun.